What's up, and welcome to Unspoken Conversations. I'm James Crow, and here we talk about issues and situations that are in plain sight. Things that people hate to talk about, but it needs to be said, from relationships, families, friends, and life. Our goal is to shed light and understanding so that just maybe we can start to rebuild relationships, families, and ultimately, our communities. What's up, and welcome back, guys. In this episode, I want to tell this little story, right? But I'm just gonna dive into it. Fuck it. So, a woman says to a man, "Man up," tells him to man up. You need to man up. In an attempt to return fire, the man says, "You need to be more submissive." And then the woman says, "I'm only submissive to a man who can handle me." What the fuck just happened here? What's going on? What do you think this is? What do you think is going on in her head, and what do you think is going on in his head? Think about what man up means, and think about what be more submissive means. So, if this woman says to this man, "I'm only submissive to a man who can handle me," and keep in mind, this is a couple. This ain't just random dude talking to random chick. This is a couple. These people are together. It ain't a new relationship. They've been together for months, right? So this woman says to this man, "I'm only submissive to a man who can handle me," after he said, "You need to be more submissive." What did she just tell him? Right? What did he tell her? You know what I mean? Be more submissive. What did she tell him? The very first one, man up. So by telling this man to man up, you got to wonder what the hell she's saying, what the hell she's talking about. What makes you say man up? As in be more aggressive? You want him to be more aggressive? If you want this man to be more aggressive, what do you want him to do? You want him to grab you? You want him to put his hands on you? You want him to talk mean to you, be more crazy to you, more toxic to you? Is that what you asking? You get what I'm saying? Go back to the very last thing. What did she say? She said, in the beginning, she said, "Man up." And after he returned fire, and then she said, "I'm only submissive to a man who can handle me." So now go back to what did she say in the beginning? Man up. What she's really saying is he can't handle her, which means she wants a man who's a little bit more tough, rough, or a little bit more aggressive. Now, when I ask you, what is going on right here? Your answer should have immediately been, this bitch is toxic. This bitch is toxic. And again, I'm saying bitch because there's a difference between a woman and a bitch. They are not the same. They're not the same. So for those of you who want to get in my comments, and those of you who want to talk dirty and say, he calls every woman bitches. No, I do not call every woman a bitch. Bitches ain't women. Bitches ain't women. They're different. They're females, but a woman and a bitch is not the same. So you need to figure that out. If you don't know that by now, you need to figure it out. They're completely different. They're completely different, and they're to be treated differently. A real man understand this, and there's some real women that understand this too, because real women don't like being treated like bitches. That's the reason so many women get mad. You know what I'm saying? When a bitch gets mad that you treat her like a bitch, then it's her problem. That's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. So when she says she's only submissive to a man who can handle her, here's what she got going on. She wants you to be tough. She wants you to be rough. She wants you to put her hands on her in ways that's just a little bit rougher than it should be. But all this shit is detrimental because in the end, all you're doing is you're putting a Band-Aid on the problem. And the Band-Aid is she wants X amount of things. She wants X thing. She wants this. Where did she get that from? Where's that point of reference come from, though? You understand what I'm saying? If she wants that, what is she really saying? What she's really saying is that's what she's used to. She's used to this type of guy treating her like this right here. That is her point of reference. She's telling you exactly what she's used to. And if that's what she's used to a man being aggressive. She's used to a man actually having to handle her. And she expects you to handle her the way those dudes did. Think of what you're getting yourself into. Fellas, Really think about what you're getting yourself into. Ladies, if you tell a man that he needs to handle you, you want this man to know how to handle you, you need to realize that you're a whole fucking problem. You are. I refuse to deal with a woman that says, you need to know how to handle me. I need a man that knows how to handle me. Yep, yeah, bitch. Go ahead and do your own thing. I don't want to have to handle shit that shouldn't have to be handled. It shouldn't have to be handled. Imagine going to buy a brand new car. And now you got to handle this motherfucker in ways like this. You got an issue here. You got an issue there. You got an issue here. You got an issue there. And every time you turn around, you got a little issue, just a little issue with this fucking car. That is a vehicle. That is a vehicle. Let's say you adopt a kid, right? You adopt a kid. Every time you turn around, it's a little issue. It's a little issue. Just a little here and there. Another issue. Another issue. It's just a little issue. At some point, you're going to get tired of this motherfucker, right? Remove the adopted kid or the foster kid, whatever. Remove that kid. Your own kid. Right? Now you got your own kid done grew up 13, 14, 17, 20 years old, right? And they still live with you. And every time you turn around, it's a little problem, little issue. You're going to ready to slap the shit out this little motherfucker, right? You're going to feel like, get your shit together, right? You're going to feel like snapping out. Who the fuck wants to handle the man or the woman that they love to that degree? Who the fuck wants to handle you? Who wants to handle you? You're literally admitting that you're a fucking problem. If you're a problem, bitch, kick rocks with no socks, bloody feet and all. Get up out of here. Move around with that. We're not doing that. I'm not. There's some of you dudes out here entertaining this type of chick. That looks good on you, not me. I'm not rocking with that. I refuse. So I don't know, man. I get this in my mind. I look back and I see these women who need to be handled, and I can see these individuals. I can see these people that I've known, and I can hear them clear as day in my mind saying, I need a man that can handle me. If a man can't handle me, he's a punk. He's a bitch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I will be willing to look at each one of these relationships and see what their relationship is like and see if they single, if they actually got a real solid man. You get what I'm saying? A real solid man is not going to stay with this chick. He's not going to deal with her. A solid man, he knows that she's detrimental to him as a man and to them as a relationship. A real solid man ain't going to deal with that long term. There is a way for a woman to act. And if a woman acts submissive, she can get everything she wants. But if she's not being submissive, she's being aggressive, now you being just like him to other dudes. Why would I want that? As a man, why would I want an aggressive ass female? You know what I'm saying? An aggressive acting ass female. You get what I'm saying? Always talking to me like, motherfucker. Bro, that shit's disgusting. That shit is disgusting. You can catch more. You know what? Let me get off of that. Because I know this is going to piss some women off because so many women look at the word submissive and you think it means to be walked all over. You think it means soft and weak. It means soft, but it don't mean weak. It does not mean weak. A man's superpower is to be in his masculine and know what he needs to be doing and know where he needs to be and be on top of his shit. That's what a man's superpower is. A woman's superpower is to be submissive and to be walking in her shit and to know what she needs to do and where she needs to be. Do you not understand that both things are exactly the same in their own lane? Do you not understand that? If a woman feels like being submissive is be soft and to be weak and all that, so she wants to be aggressive and she needs to be tough and she needs to know how to handle herself in situations and she needs to know how to stick up for herself in situations. She does not know that she's doing is moving into this man's lane. That she doesn't realize that. Y'all don't realize that. You're getting out of your lane. You get what I'm saying? You literally trying to be like the dude that don't want you. He don't want you to be like that. I don't mean don't want you, but he don't want you to be like that. It's probably some dudes out here that want an aggressive woman, but look at the dude. Look at the type of dude that it is. Is he aggressive? Is he got some issues here and there? You know what I'm saying? Is he super aggressive himself? And is he, you know what I'm saying? He got some mommy issues. You know what I'm saying? Is a nigga always, ooh, my bad. You know what?
Look, I didn't mean to say that. I was a jerk.
I didn't mean to say that. Wrong word. Yeah, I do use that word a lot. So my bad if it comes out on here. Didn't mean that. But anyways, yeah. Ladies, y'all need to chill with that word submissive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I think y'all just literally don't realize that your superpower is being submissive. And some of y'all feel like I don't have to be submissive to everyone. You are right. You are right. But you don't need to be the opposite of submissive to prove that you don't need to be submissive to him. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all got this weird ass coworker and he's always in your face and he's always trying to be funny, trying to get you to like him and all that. You don't have to be submissive to the dude, but you don't have to be the opposite of submissive. You don't have to be aggressive with him. You know what I mean? You could just clearly look at him like, honey, I'm not interested. You know, my boyfriend found out that I was talking to you and it's going to be a problem. You could still be submissive in a way that's still polite, that's still, and if you don't get it, bring your man in, let your man talk to him. And if that's not a problem because your job ain't going to let you bring your dude in, then talk to somebody who may talk to him and get him to move the fuck around. But you don't have to lose your submissiveness. A man who understands his masculine is going to always move in his masculine. It doesn't mean he can't be soft with his little girl. Because I'm a masculine man, but I also know how to be softer to my daughter. It doesn't mean I am a soft ass man. I know when to be soft, how to be soft. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I can still stay in my masculine. I can still talk to my daughter gentle and be a good father without being completely feminine. You get what I'm saying? So if a woman is talking and she's being submissive in all areas, she doesn't have to be aggressive. She doesn't have to be masculine. So y'all need to just, you know what? I guarantee I'm beating a dead horse. I guarantee I'm beating a dead horse because so many women just don't like this topic. But bringing it back, that scenario, you have to understand exactly what happened. This woman said, man up. She's telling him she wants somebody tougher, more aggressive, more rough around the edges. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. But that's really not something you say to your dude. It's not. If you don't like it, go look for the one you're looking for. Simply that. So for her to say that was one. Now, dude, he fired back, which in all reality, telling her to be more submissive, bro, you asking for problems by saying that. You asking for problems. You return fire. You get what I'm saying? You return fire. You're just as bogus as she is because you return fire. You know what I mean? And this is the person you're supposed to love. You're supposed to like and love this person. You ain't supposed to send disrespect because you got disrespected. That's a good way to end the relationship. And he did it wrong. I understand that feelings creates more feelings. This person moved on to that person. I understand that, but you got to see it bigger than that. And when you see it bigger than that, then maybe you stop moving like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I really feel like she wanted all the smoke. And by him shooting back, he wanted all the smoke. And then she returned fire to that, wanting all the smoke. But I see what happened here. I saw the problem was in her not willing to come down to kind of kill the shit. You know what I mean? Like she started this, he returned, and she ended it. That's all bad. Nobody wins in that situation. Nobody. You get what I'm saying? That man clearly, I guarantee that man would take care of his business with this woman, but she needs something else. And this dude, either he ain't strong enough, tough enough, man enough to recognize it, or he just ain't willing to let her go. Either way it goes, it's the same shit. Me, I'm not dealing with that type of chick. Some of you men need to understand what this shit looks like. Some of you ladies need to understand that. Learn who you dealing with. If you dealing with a fuck ass dude and you talking to him like that, then maybe you got what you deserve. But if you're talking to a good dude and you're talking to a good dude like that, yeah, you don't deserve that dude. Is that my opinion? Absolutely. Could my opinion be wrong? It absolutely could. Do I give a fuck? I absolutely do not.
We do not care.
So, yeah. Think about that. Take that into consideration. You know what I mean? But that whole I'm not gonna be submissive unless a dude can handle me. Bitch, ain't nobody got time to be handling you. Nobody got time to be handling your ass. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? If I had a kid, if my fucking little 5-year-old, 8-year-old, now 10-year-old kid was acting a straight donkey, and I had to handle my kid the same way my mom and daddy handled me when I was a little jackrabbit just jumping around being a dumbass. When that belt came out, I got handled. And so did my brothers and sisters. But guess what happened? Get your shit together. You get your shit together. Do you understand what I just said? Sometimes an ass whooping will make you readjust. It'll make you straighten your shit up. You get what I'm saying? That little bit of a tune-up makes you get your motherfucking mind right. So, with that being said, if that's what I gotta do to my kid, tap that little butt a couple of times and give him a little tune-up and straighten him up. If it works, it works. But to have to do this to my woman, have to try to snap at my woman, have to try to handle my woman, grab her up, and man, who the hell's trying to do all that? I am not that type of dude, dog. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could be a little aggressive, but I'm not toxic like that. I'm not dealing with that, dog. Move around. We're going to end this before I end up in jail, or I end up putting my hand on you and turning into who you are because that's what you like. I am not that dude. I'm not that dude, so y'all need to chill with that. Yep. Take it how you want. Feel what you feel. Until next time, have a good night.
They are so full of the cap, man. I can't take it, need to break it. If they